show. Well, I think Team Awesome is awesome when you're in a state. Tune in to Team Awesome Make. Yeah.
Boo 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 boo. That's almost the Michael Myers theme song for Halloween, right? Is that almost it? Is that almost it?
I think so.
Or maybe that's something. I think that's Unsolved Mysteries. Shh. It's Unsolved Mysteries. Tonight on Unsolved Mystery. Yeah, that's it.
Wait,
that's
is it the wrong movie that does the...
Man, yeah, that's not.
Oh.
No, that's the other one. No, this one is that piano thing that what's his name composed for it. John Carpenter is his name.
Yeah.
The gentleman who came up with the original Halloween back in the day. The original slasher film, more or less, I guess we could say, right? Yeah? I mean, it's like one of the first big uns. Like
Yeah.
the first one that kind of made it known. Took an old William Shatner mask, spray painted it white, and made it even more terrifying than it already was.
Put Jamie Lee Curtis, like, on the
Totally.
map.
Now Jamie Lee Curtis is like on the map. She's an icon, a symbol.
Amazing.
One of the first female like leads that was like a tough chick who like took on Michael Myers and survived. Like she's up there with Sigourney Weaver, the lady Linda what's her name?
Linda Carter?
From Terminator 2
Oh,
and
no.
1. Not Linda Carter, that's Wonder Woman.
Yep.
But her too. She's in there too. Throw them all in there. Gal Gadot, Scarlett Johansson.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's get to this. This is Halloween, and Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back for this one. Apparently, this is a continuation of the original movies.
Yes.
I don't know if it's if the other ones are canon. Leave in the comments below. But let's get to it. We're horror movie fans, and we love Halloween.
I can't wait.
In 3, 2.
Fun.
Testing 1, 2, 3. We're on.
We're here to investigate a patient that killed 3 innocent teenagers on a Halloween in 1978.
Oh man,
He was shot by his own psychiatrist
Dr. Loomis.
and taken into custody that night. And has spent the last 40 years in captivity.
Oh, this is.
Hello, Michael. I have something you might like to see.
Oh my God. No, why would you bring that? Why would you bring that? Dude! Everyone else is going crazy.
Everyone in my family turns into a nutcase this time of year. Yeah, I mean, your grandmother is Laurie Strode. She was almost murdered.
Wasn't it
Nice.
her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
Well, come
It was not
on.
her brother. That's something that people made up.
Good for you, Laurie Strode.
I pray every night
Survivor.
that he would escape.
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Yep.
Yes.
Dad, look out!
The bus crashed.
Mom, what bus crashed?
Michael escaped.
Oh, sorry. Damn it.
Excuse me, somebody's in here.
Hello?
See? That's the noise I made. Dude! Dude!
Ah!
Dude! Oh, man.
He's waited for this
There it is.
night. He's waited for me. I've waited for him. Get out of the room! Get inside!
Yeah, seriously. Nice.
You don't believe in the boogeyman? He's here! Michael!
Oh.
You should.
Can you close the closet door?
Oh, man. Yeah, right? Yeah. You were that surprised? I totally knew he was going to be there. I totally knew.
I know, but
I wasn't
even if
scared.
You know, you still
I wasn't
jumped.
even scared or nothing. I wasn't. Oh my God.
It looks so good.
That's the thing. Like, there's something about that mask and that the jumpsuit even like that what is it, that old mechanic jumpsuit that he's wearing and that haggard mask. There's something about seeing that and knowing you're screwed. You see that and you're like, that's it. I'm game over, man, to quote a great late great man, Bill Paxton. And yeah, you see that, and it's like it's still chilling to this day, even though it's just a dude in a mask. You're like, it's very effective still.
It's really unsettling.
Yeah.
And let us know down in the comments. I may or may not be correct on this, but I believe the original actor who played Michael Myers came back for this movie with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
We're not positive.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be great if he did, because that'd be like the chemistry there would be even better. Knowing, but still, if it's not, I'm sure it's going to be tremendous because Jamie Lee Curtis and the actors involved are all tremendous. I mean,
and was the scene in the bathroom? I feel like that was an homage to an earlier Halloween movie. Because wasn't there
possibly? Let us know below.
Yeah,
if there's
let
like
us know
all the
below.
Homages. I just love that Laurie Strode is like a badass. She's like, look,
she's a badass grandma
she's
too.
Like, I survived Michael Myers. I survived the first slasher, and I've been surviving him this whole time. I don't screw around. Like, don't mess with me, man. Like, I will. Like, she didn't even like hesitate. She saw him in a window, and she's like, I'm taking my shot. And she's smart because she knows that if that's the one shot you're going to get,
chance.
If that's your one shot, she's going to take, even if she's across the street. He sees her and he's like, I bet he's scared of her now. I bet he's like, oh man, it's Lori.
No,
she's mad at me.
Once he saw her, he was after her.
Well, I'm sure he's after her, but like, he's slower. I mean, like we're clearly getting an aged Michael Myers, which is really interesting because like before he never really aged. He was always kind of this ageless killing machine.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to play with the idea that he's a bit older, a bit slower. He's not as effective like in the stalking. He's more brutal, and instead of being like a fencing sword, he's more of like a machete.
Yeah, like
he's not as I mean, I know he's always been a machete. I mean, he uses all of them.
Yeah, he's not as efficient of a stalker anymore, so therefore killing is going to be more brutal for him.
Yeah, it's like the oldest lion in the pack is still out hunting, but he's he's fallen a bit behind. He's still keeping up and he's still hunting and he's still taking stuff out, but he's kind of fallen back a little bit, but he's still tough. That's how I'm looking at Michael Myers in this one. Is like an older, sort of like the oldest lion in the pack, as it were. Just scary as hell. I mean, and I heard, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, that the mask in this movie is one of the original masks. I'm not sure.
That would be so cool.
But if they included not only the original cast, but like some of the original props, I'd be like, even if it's like a foam knife from the 70s, I'd be like, that's awesome. It's from the first movie. That's cool. And again, if you know about more about this below, and you know like the director involved, and if the creators are giving their blessing on it and whatnot, I'm sure they are. But I'm just curious as to the involvement. So just hit us up, and we could research it, but there's no time. And we'd rather you did it for us because you're smarter. You're always smarter than us.
I mean, I'm pretty positive Jamie Lee Curtis would not be on board if it didn't do justice to the original movies.
That's true, yeah.
So I don't think we have anything to worry about with this one.
I was kind of, at first when I heard about it, I was a little trepidatious, but I'm like, well, if Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back, then it's got to be for a good reason. She wouldn't just come back to any Halloween movie.
No.
So, and also, Danny McBride is involved in this.
Yeah.
To what
That's
extent?
weird.
I know he wrote part of it. He wrote Danny McBride. Yeah, Eastbound and Down Danny McBride is like, he's helping write this thing and come up with it, and he's helping start a new thing with Halloween. Danny McBride, I don't know what to expect. I think that's amazing if he's involved, but I am, like, if he's a big fan and he's a big nerd of it, which I'm sure it's Danny McBride, I'm sure he's going to be like faithful and true to it. I mean, he was in Alien Covenant recently.
Well, yeah, I feel
that was
like
a great movie, actually.
That was a great movie.
I enjoyed Alien Covenant a lot.
Like, yes, we don't know the level of his fandom, but assuming that he is, because it's random for him to be involved. So assuming that he's involved because he is a huge fan, I'm hoping that it would be like the equivalent of letting, what's his nuts? Silent Bob.
Oh, you mean Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith.
Sorry.
Thank you. I don't know why I completely forgot his name. It would be the equivalent of letting Kevin Smith direct a Batman movie.
That's
amazing. Get out of this.
Are you kidding me? I would love that.
I know you would love that.
You know, Kevin Smith, like, he wouldn't want to because he said in the past that he's too lazy to do it. But if I would love to see Kevin Smith do any kind of superhero movie, especially Batman, because he's a big fan of that. Sorry. But so if Danny McBride is as much of a fan of Halloween as Kevin Smith is of Batman, then
That's what I'm hoping
then
for.
we're gonna be in for a treat. And I
Mhm.
think he might be. I mean, he seems like one of those dudes who probably grew up like watching all those horror movies, and he's like, oh yeah, I love this stuff, man.
Yeah.
This stuff's great.
He does.
So all right, let's rate it. Does it bring you back to the Halloween world? Does it make you feel the Halloweenies?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a really weird thing to say. Did it make you feel the Halloween vibes?
It's spoopy.
It is spoopy. Very
Super spoopy.
Very spoopy, and I'm definitely feeling it. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's going to be hard to sort of reinvent the wheel, but you don't necessarily have to. You can just keep on rolling, man. Sorry. So out of at least I enjoy it. So out of 5 things, we could say Shatner masks. Out of 5 Shatner, spooky white Shatner mask, creepy white Shatner face. Out of 5 of those, what do you give it?
I'm going to give it a 4.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
4. I thought you were going to give it more. Why not more than
I
a 4?
did too, and then I thought about it. I'm really, really hoping. I'm super glad the original cast is back. It looks like it is really honoring the original movies.
It does. It really does.
And there are certain situations where, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And you're bringing back some awesome people that started this stuff.
Yeah,
so
so
like,
I'm just hoping they don't try to do too much because it's Halloween.
Good point.
You don't need to do too much.
Less is more with horror movies, and especially like a franchise like this, and I think they get it.
Yeah,
I think they're getting it. I don't know, but like again, for me, as far as like getting me interested and the advertisement goes for this,
It's there.
I'd hate to give it. I can't give it a full-on 5 because I'm not like 100% because this could it could be hit or miss. We've had some like soft reboots in the past where they try to bring other franchises back and it was kind of hit or miss, and that's not specific to anything. I'm just like. So with this one, this is wow. I gave a 4.5 to another thing that we did.
Yep.
I'm doing it again. 4.5. I'm super excited about it. More excited than I thought. It would have been a full-on 5 for me because I'm not much for horror movies, but this got me excited. But I'm worried about retreading old ground. That's all.
See, I'm the exact opposite because you thought you wouldn't be super excited for it because you're not a huge horror movie fan. I'm a huge horror movie fan, so I rated it a 4 because I had to reel it in.
Yeah, see, but I'm not, and I'm like, this looks
I
great.
have to reel it in.
This looks great. All right, well, that's going to doozer. Thanks for tuning in. Information is below in the description for podcasts, wherever you find those, and whatever.
Underneath the subscribe button and the little bell that you should hit to get all the notifications when we post the stuff.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean whatever.
And also, when you go down and find the podcast, we did actually cover the Halloween continuation. So
that's true.
Go find that.
Go find that. It's wherever you can find the podcasts.
Yes.
Podcasts. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Do 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 do. Why am I doing the robot? Doing the robot. Boop, 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 boop.
This has been Team Awesome. Team Awesome. What a fun experience. Well, you know we do it to the soul right. Awesome. Here at Team Awesome Inc. Wink, wink. Shut up. Yeah.